in fact start with the Nvidia story. We're waiting. It's consolidation day, is it here, for Asian equities, for European, for US stocks, just waiting for the Nvidia number, the big talking point of the week.
Yes, absolutely. I think this is the one catalyst that can change the narrative. Today isn't a change of narrative. It is a consolidation day, as you guys outlined just there. We're seeing some of the kind of assets that are really leading this drive for higher, whether that's Hong Kong, China stocks, or whether it's metals. They're just pulling back a little bit. But we are seeing other assets, including things like crypto, continue to go stronger. We're seeing US stocks near the record highs. So it is waiting about Nvidia. Nvidia has the ability to turn the narrative. It is a really, really important catalyst. I'm not expecting it to change the narrative, though. I think it needs to be a real shocking miss for us to go into a proper kind of bearish turn, sustained bearish turn from here. So I think it's more like to cause some volatility. If it misses, that'll be disappointment for a few days. But I think that overall we'll probably be back in a bullish kind of narrative again next week, unless Nvidia is really shocking.
Yeah, I guess you wonder whether the Nvidia story catches down with the rest of the market, whether it's been overdone, or whether the rest of the market broadens and sort of tries to catch up, certainly in places, with the Nvidia story. Let me ask you about what's going on the macro front. RBA in focus. We had the minutes out there. A really interesting reminder that that rates can rise and then they can plateau, and then there can be at least a conversation about whether they hike again. That's not what they did. They paused. We know that. But really interesting reminder for sort of the global central bank watchers.
Yeah, I think that's right. And I think that's going to be, it's going to stay on the kind of narrative for the next kind of couple of months. It seems like the recent discussion from the Fed is like, we're not planning to hike rates again. We don't know where we're going to cut, we're not planning to hike. But unless growth really rolls over the next couple of months, we're going to have that conversation again about whether maybe hikes are in order. The fact is, financial conditions remain extraordinarily loose. Now, there is a lag from policy, so maybe the previous tightening might still have a negative effect. And of course, we have this euphoria out there in the market that might need to come out. But ultimately, this is a market which is not rolling over yet. And until it does, hikes aren't going to go away as a concept entirely.